Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Stellaris. As an empire, we are currently in the process of going through genetically modifying all the species that make up the population on our planets. Oh no. And we're observing a pre-sapient civilization, and we finally recovered the body of the missing scientist on Stad 1, or what remains of it at any rate. It looks like he fell victim to a large indigenous predator. An unfortunate loss to our science team, but at least the pre-FTLs are still oblivious to our presence. Wow. That's a significant decrease. 10% loss in society research across the board. In terms of research, right now we have the Federation being formed, but all of our species research is going into modifying the Savanti, our core founding species. This is going to be the first contact event up here. We've picked up readings of an unknown nature. The signals seem to follow some kind of repeating syntax, which would indicate sapient origin. We should investigate further. Yes, I want to know who they are. The Phi aliens. Just at the very end of the last episode, I set a hyper relay constructing in Riechia. This one is all done, so I think we should pull you back somewhere a bit safer. Move across. We've got both of our key fleets in our home system because Haven has cut off contact with us. In fact, I wonder if we can try talking to them. No, there is nothing we can do for them. Okay, well, it's worrisome in its own way. And it looks like we've sorted out our food issues. Ooh. We can do the astral action. Let's go ahead and do that. We're in the process of researching rift exploration, rift spheres. So this astral rift over here in Kathia will be able to see what's going on with that. Oh, a whole bunch of things at the same time.
Complete.
Right. So, first things first, the salvage mission on Rilis has succeeded. The ancient cruiser that lay on the bottom of the ocean has resurfaced and has been repaired. It's a wondrous sight to behold. So, we're going to gain a cruiser. And we gain the streamlining algorithms modifier. Yeah, this is a historic day. Here we go, right. Can we see our modifiers? Streamlining algorithms, evasion chance plus 10%. Okay, that's cool. That's really nice for us to get from that cruiser. That Seafallen cruiser, I will bring back, and I think we'll fold into the first fleet. This may not be... You know what? We're going to have to do it this way. Zondar. You take over this. Ah, it's only in Rilis anyway. It's not going to be too hard for us to get it back. And that can make it across. What's it got on it? Small phased disruptors, medium gamma lasers, large plasma cannons, and some advanced shields. Most interesting is the plasma thrusters on the ship itself. That's a pretty big cruiser. Just by itself, it's worth 1.5k fleet power. Well, once it makes it back, we'll try and combine the fleets together. Rift Sphere technology has been developed. We've developed technology that will allow us to slip between the folds of an astral rift. Rift spheres. Constructed of a highly advanced, perfectly smooth nanomaterial, the sphere is able to frictionlessly glide through turbulent areas of space and time. We are unsure where we will arrive. Each rift sphere is connected to an anchor cable to pull us back in case of emergency. The cable is tethered to a science ship in our universe. We can now do astral splitting. Create an astral rift in a random system you control. Must control a system without any adjacent astral rifts. It's limited to 4 uses total. Let's explore astral rifts first. So how are we going to go about exploring this rift? Are we assigned a scientist to it? Okay. Which I assume means we're going to need to bring a ship over. I think if I check our leaders, we can have one more scientist. So this feels like an ideal opportunity to get a new science ship dedicated to this. So let's get a science ship building. And in the meantime, we'll pick our next bit of research. Let's go with improved reactor boosters, because this is a relatively inexpensive bit of research. And the new astral rift that was discovered. Whereabouts is that one? Is that in Cathia? No, that's not in Cathia. Unless that is the one and it's just now saying we can actually explore it. That's possible. Oh, Petals of Ivory has gained a negative trait. Council agenda speed down. That's a shame, Petals of Ivory. You are doing a good job. And you are the Minister of State. It was going to happen eventually. There is our new science ship. So the CVSS Lisplar. Let's put a new scientist on. Someone young. Who's going to live a long time. Or, yeah. You're rank 2, so you're going to instantly have a little bit of a benefit. Let's make you adaptable. Onto the rift. We'll start you off. I don't know if you need to be in charge of a science ship, but I assume you do. But as a terror in space and time, exploring the astral rift in Cathia. Okay, yes, so it actually sets them to go and do that. That's cool. I don't need to tell them to move across. We have plenty of resources coming in. Let's sell some bits. Get some metals. And we'll get ourselves a new hyper relay as soon as this one's done. I should think about starting to reinforce our fleets, but I'll wait until the cruiser is across. A group of investigators have found a hidden factory on Terib. The building in its state of decay tells of an old civilization, one that excelled at constructing things that stood the test of time. Our population would easily be able to use the facility to add to the colony's production output. Well, that's good. Terib is our
construction complete.
New place. Starbase's illuminated jewel has just finished. That has offset our trade problems. Yeah, there we go. Our trade hub and the hydroponics. This is all turning out all right. I might be speaking too soon, of course, but you're 71% done. Maybe I could accelerate you to go get one up here. The Phi aliens, after successfully translating their language, we have established communication with the independent space station of the Artisan Troop.
They can talk, and they want to talk to us.
Okay. Sure, Artisan Troop. The members have dedicated their lives to the pursuit of art, music, and culture. That seems lovely. Let's have a chat with them. And see what we can do. We want to commission an art piece. We wish to become your patron. Have a festival of the world's right. What would an art piece do? Gain access to exhibit art monument decision that gives amenities and immigration pull. It's interesting. It's not too expensive, but no deal. No deal just yet.
Construction complete.
So the Supla has finished surveying this system down here, which means this whole area is done. Let's send the Supla further afield. Come and move to here. And then go and survey this system. And then go survey that system, although if that's not been colonized, I suspect there's a reason for it. Is this within someone else? This lies within their space, and yet it's got that weird hole thing. Maybe there's another system there somewhere that's just not connected up properly. We've got 7 rare crystals coming in a month now. Oh, it's so good to see.
Handshake protocols activated.
The caravan
Species
fleet
enhanced.
is coming in. What can you offer us? If we give them 1,000 food, they'll give us 500 minerals. Not interested. The Savanti species has been fully modified, so we will give just a couple of moments. Oh, Jan Bork, we can put you back to work. Let's do that. If we work to make the hegemony like us a bit better.
Quasolin, Sintovelia, Pranzivoi.
It might make things a bit better for us when we start trying to... You know what? Let's end our rivalry with them as well. We're going to start making peace and see if we can work on our trust a little bit. Especially if we're finishing up researching Federation. So who is our other rival? Because we've got loads of influence. We don't need more influence coming in. Diplomacy, end rivalry. Let's really push for this. I think it was only those 2 rivalries. Haven need food. Whether due to negligence, incompetence, or sheer misfortune, Haven now struggle with their food supply. We must help them. Oh, it's only going to take 72 food. I mean, it'd be fun to extort them in exchange for 72 food, but we must help our fellow Savanti. The fit plot is done. Maybe we get rid of that void cloud and finish exploring this this area. That's an idea. For now, let's move up to the next relay point. Problematic. Okay, we've got a couple of things. Recently, numerous colonists have gone missing on Rossel. Rossel is our new world, or one of our new worlds, with the hallucinogens. The only discernible pattern is that each was alone at the time of their disappearance. As news began to spread, collective fear of going unescorted has gripped the colony. This state of unrest is causing considerable problems in the day-to-day operations. Thankful tracking could work. Yeah, implement tracking procedures. Put the stability on, and it's going to cost us a little more to upkeep them, but that's fine. 100 population going missing is huge at this level of development. You're just about at a point where we could think about getting clone vats, though. So I will stick them going, just because we've got the resources for it. And we have an incoming transmission from the Chosen. What? You breached the wormhole? But how? Our best scientists have been working on it for years without success. There must be some kind of mistake. This must be a test. You're not to be trusted. We must cleanse our stars if you're oh dear, fanatic purifiers. We're at war? What? Where is this? This is Ilthorn's Gate, which has a station with some army strength. Who the hell are the Chosen? I mean, this goes to Skestian, so we've got a big buffer between us and them, but this is obviously a problem. Chosen. Savantian Xenophile remove all war will forever be remembered as the moment that we in Haven stood together, unified against an existential threat. Confronted by this latest terror, we expected another dismissive message from the people of Haven. Instead, they responded with 5 words. Where do you need us? Oh, because we've been helping them out. They're standing by our side. So we need to build more ships. We need more officers in our fleet. Or we gain unity. Getting intel on them could be interesting. Improving build speed for 5 years is pretty big, though. because we're about to gear up. So, yeah, we need to build more ships. And on that, let's plan and get some metals. Where is our cruiser at the moment? It's nearly back.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Oh my god, there's so much stuff over here. Just at the very edge of the galaxy. Oh my god, there's even one further out. I think it's time for us to consider forming a federation. Right now, xenodiplomacy feels like a smart way of going. We could change the preferred planetary type with glandular acclamation. That's interesting. I don't think we'll do that. Yeah, we're gonna go with. You know what? This is as cheap. We'll go with Empire naval capacity up. We're not close to it right now, but we are going to start getting there, so it's probably worth us doing that. Chosen. Oh my god. They are at war with us, the Royal Pious Alliance, the Union, the Socotilian Cooperative, and the nation of Stellaris. So we don't know much about them. Let's try building a spy network. I would like to move Joanne, but we can't. So let's send you instead. So we're going to start finding stuff out about them. If we try suing for peace... We're not quite there. Well, they're going to have to go through other people first. But I still don't like it. There is apparently a whole bunch of archaeological sites, though. And this is up in this region that we've not seen yet. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll dismiss those, because those are inaccessible to us. Suffice to say, the Ceston Station and Ceston Wormhole, not within our space, not our problem. Go and explore this, and then survey this system. I'm just curious where they sit on the board. Okay, they're down in 6th place, but they're still pretty big. Fanatic Purifiers don't like it. So we made first contact with mysterious aliens at Ithorn's Gate, and now we've codenamed them Chosen. You know what? We could still push with this. Let's take Kashno Kipper out. And that's finished, of course. We kind of expected it was going to be quick. So that was the Rule Pious Alliance. But yeah, we're on a defensive war. It is going to slow our population growth, which isn't great. Our cruiser is almost back. Oh, Petals of Ivory's gained a negative trait. Happiness down. That's the second negative trait. And it's because you're getting old. And we have appointment for a new chairman, potentially. Xenophile is the current one. If we select and choose to elect, then it will... Are these the only people who might go for it? Okay. I'd like it to be a scientist, but I don't want to spend 3,000. And I don't think making the renowned con man our chairman would be a particularly smart option. Xenophile is still... It's still working well. How old are you? Okay, we'll keep Xenophile. I think it's the smart choice.
Research complete.
There's the reactor boosters. Let's keep pushing. Ooh, detection array. Prevent cloaked people coming in. For now, let's get auxiliary fire control just to tick that off. It's going to be a year. And we have our fleets. Okay, how can I combine these two? There we go. That has worked well. And we'll start the reinforcing of the fleets. I think I'm going to want to rename this fleet, though. So this is the tip of the spear. This is the anti-shield stuff. And this is the anvil hammer, the anti-armor stuff. Ooh, our science ship is tethered to the astral rift. Ship and crew will be unavailable until exploration is complete. I am very curious as to what we're going to find. We've made just enough to create a new rift. Let's leave it for the moment, because we don't know how long it's going to take to explore the rift.
Council agenda available.
Hi! The wildlings. We can't visit your systems, we save you from growing too rich, too fat. Unless you think of reasons why... We could give them some food. We could give them some minerals easily. We could give them some energy. I don't think we need to poke the bear, so to speak. But let's just offer some energy. No trouble for us. Lucky scan, right. Thanks to the implementation of the tracking system on Rossel, we've a substantial lead. As the most recent of our colonists disappeared and we quickly followed up with a scan of their last location, a decaying residue of charged particles was found in each instance. We've established a special project to determine the true nature of the particles and their involvement in our missing colonists.
Situation log updated.
Okay, we want a particle mystery. We need a science ship over in Rossel. So, who is going to be the closest? You are quite far away. One, two, three, four, five, six. You're currently doing the rift. You're on your way down there. I think it's gonna have to be... Oh, you're so far away though. Once you're done with Crack the Egg, which is I'm now thinking is a bit of a terrible plan. Come and do this afterwards. Who am I kidding? It's not a terrible plan. It's fine. The crew we assigned to work in the odd factory on Terrip has disappeared. We could send in a new workforce to take their place, or we could raise the facility to the ground, making sure it will not happen again. Wow. We are losing people all over the place, so... What's the odd factory giving us? Odd factory worker jobs. And odd factory worker jobs. They produce metals, which is useful. Still suits our needs.
Handshake protocols activated.
And there wasn't too many in there. Ooh. Pious Gaussian Alliance wants to do a research treaty with us. They will get more than we will, so let's decline that.
Research complete.
And there is an increase in our metallurgist output. Let's push for... We can go for plasma thrusters. It's like 10 years of research for the Stormfire cannons. Plasteel, I think, is probably going to be the next biggest thing for us. We'll go for the plasteel materials. 28 months. It's a little painful, but our engineering research is less than the others, and our empire sprawl is pretty big. We have a lot from our population. Although saying that, we now could do another ascension perk. Which will give us a little bit of a benefit on the 6.3k population we've got here. Yeah, let's do it.
Special project complete.
So, Galactic Omelette. The insides of Riso 1 were not what we expected. Instead, some infant titanic lifeform we've simply uncovered genetic slop. The entire planet is filled with genetic material and resources. What this material would have become is unclear, but our galaxy is probably safe in not knowing. So we've got a giant space omelette. That will give us more food across everywhere. That's brilliant. I love that. So I will need to activate that just as soon as we've got the money for it. We have an astral event though, from the rift we're exploring. The change in pressure was as sudden as it was violent. The sphere arrived in the depths of what appears to be a vast ocean. All is dark. Our instruments show no signs of life. Floating sediment or particulate matter. Judging by the high water pressure, we're somewhere deep below the surface. Let's head to the surface. I think that's the smart choice. That gave us a whole bunch of threads. This is on cooldown for a long time, so let's do astral splitting. Especially because this has got such a big cooldown. And we have a new rift available in Rugia. Our chairman has leveled up. Ooh, veteran leader traits. We're not doing astral rift stuff with you. You're not a salvager. You're not an archaeologist. So I think we'll go for expertise in military theory because you're on the council. Oh, Ice Racker has gained a negative trait. That's a little bit of a shame. How are our fleets doing? So they are gradually getting a bit better. We can afford to do one of these. So let's get a cruiser. And as soon as we've got the money, I'll take the
Research
next
complete.
step with our artifacts. Naval capacity up, great. As I said before, we're not really using it much, but it's still good to have. We don't need starbase capacity. So mostly I'm looking at the potential fun things. The amoeba flagella, it's interesting, but I don't think it's really going to provide us any benefit. The Voltan reality computer, if we build it, could. Gene crops, however, will immediately give us benefit. So we'll get them, and it's only 7 months. And actually, that's just reminded me, we should be sorting out the rest of our species. So we just done the Evocarian. So the Rampolonians, these are on Seldis, which is primarily our generator world. They're working as technicians and soldiers, so let's make them better at being technicians and soldiers. So create a template. We'll make you have vocational genomics. I don't think erudite is going to make a lot of sense for you. If I temporarily put on unruly, is it docile? There we go. Empire size from populations down. That's what I should be putting on most of my species. I should have put that on the Savantian. I may go back and do that again, because that will reduce our empire sprawl quite a bit. Because we've got 8.5k Savantian. If we took off resilient, we lose the defense army damage. If we took off talented and added sedentary, then we can get docile. Okay, that feels smarter. So we'll apply it across everyone. It's not as much.
Situation log updated.
So it'll only be 3 months because it's a minor change. But that's going to hopefully take our empire size down a little from 330. While I'm thinking about it though, Seldis, you've got 3k population. That will also help out a little. It costs us some unity right now, but we've got four big traditions. Four big ascension points. 4 tradition things completed, so I'm not in any urgency to start the next one. Let's dropped it by 1 for the moment.
Research complete.
Auxiliary fire control is done. Let's move on to field manipulation. Could be fun. Let's go with chemical plants. And I need to go to the discoveries so we can activate this. This is going to give us just flat food across the board, which is going to allow us to potentially get more clone vats. And actually, let's pause for a second, because Valdus Prime can have the ship shelter upgraded. So we'll go ahead and do that. And with 1,000 population but not enough housing, let's get a city district. Although the planetary administration is going to take care of that. Let's cancel the city district for now. There is still plenty of space left for these. Let's get some clone vats. And that will start pushing Valdus into producing even more science for us. Our fleets are coming along quite nicely. The tip of the spear is probably enough for us to take out that void cloud.
Species enhanced.
Okay, Savanti have been fixed. Terrible that I had to do that. The pit looks like it's got upgrades. But we need some more resources. That's fine. We'll get that done in a moment. So back on with our species upgrades. We'll get one more going. With the Savanti done, let's actually move on to the Jorklights. I would love to be able to remove the extras. So Jorklights, we've still got trait points. So let's create a template from you. We're going to add in docile because there's 1,600 of you. And we could give you vocational genomics. That seems like a smart choice. Still got 1 point available, so we could take off sedentary, but I don't think that's going to give us much benefit. Yeah, actually, that's fine. So we'll apply this straight away.
Situation log updated.
That'll be done in 2 months. And actually, we'll set this as the default.
System survey complete.
Not much going on in the hangbox system. How about up here?
Species enhanced.
Nice. This empire size is coming down a little, so this is definitely helping. Next up will be the Oris, and this will be the last thing we do today. Let's create a template. We are going to give them vocational genomics. We're going to give them docile. We are going to give them... Probably be good to get some exotic gases. You're on Makora, which is a generator world. Yeah, we'll give you gaseous byproducts. And ingenious. We can give you sedentary, and that would allow us to also give you intelligent.
Situation log updated.
Get that all applied. Set as the default. And that, I think, is probably a good point to finish off this episode. Let's just have a look at how our hyperlanes are going. Yeah, this is all hyperlaned out, so we'll just get a few metals and get the next one going. And you can move round to the next place ready. I think what we'll do is we will connect it all the way up here, but we also want to swing over to the side. Try and make sure that this area is accessible as well. But that's all going to be next time. So, quick state of play. We're at war. We found nasty people called the Chosen. It would be quite good to take them out or make friends with them if we ever get that opportunity. But for the moment, we're kind of limited in what we can do. Can we check our diplomacy? Yeah, that is full-on war right now. We are trying to get some intel on them. That's it's difficult. Their encryption is better than ours, but we'll do what we can. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and to be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Stellaris. See you soon.